Namaste and welcome friends. Welcome to the astrology classes of S. Bhattacharya. Today's lesson is what is the Pushkara Navamsha and Pushkara Vaga, and what is the meaning and what is the implementation of this Pushkara Vaga and Pushkara Navamsha. What is the meaning of these two terms? First of all, I will come into the calculation part, then I will come into the prediction part, about the meaning, about the implementation part of Pushkara Navamsha and Pushkara Vaga. This is my request to you all, that please take the every screenshots of any of these points or this chart, also what I am going to explain. So I am coming to the first part of this video, how to calculate Pushkara Navamsha or Pushkara Vaga. So today's lesson is the gist of Pushkara Navamsha and Pushkara Vaga, the calculation part with the prediction or the implementation part. This is the gist of the calculation part of Pushkara Navamsha and Pushkara Vaga. Please take the screenshot for your future practice and for your better understanding. Please follow my cursor. If any planet placed in fiery sign in 20 degree to 23 degree and 20 minute, then it is called Pushkara Navamsha in Libra sign. If any planet placed in any of the fiery signs from 26 degree to 30 degree, then the planet is placed in Pushkara Navamsha in Sagittarius. If any planet placed in any earthly signs from 06 degree 40 minute to 10 degree, then it is called that this planet is placed in Pushkara Navamsha in Pisces, and so on. Please take the screenshot for the calculation part of Pushkara Navamsha and Pushkara Vaga. If any planet, this column is for the calculation part of Pushkara Vaga. If any planet placed in accurately 21 degree in Aries, then it is called that this planet is placed in Pushkara Vaga. Please take it into the mind. 21 degree means accurately in 21 degree. If any planet placed in accurately 19 degree in Leo, then it is called this planet is posited in Pushkara Vaga. Any planet is posited accurately 23 degree in Sagittarius, then it is called in Pushkara Vaga. If any planet is posited in accurately 14 degree in Taurus, then it is called that this planet is posited in Pushkara Vaga, and so on. Please take the screenshot. I am not narrating each and every line. And one more point taken into the mind, that out of the 24, 3 Pushkara Navamsha are Vargattama. Now I am coming the prediction or implementation part. Many of the students in astrology makes this part complicated by thinking too much about Pushkara Navamsha and Pushkara Bhaga. This is a simple concept. Don't make it complicated by thinking too much. First of all, we can say any planet as benefic if that planet will give more benefic result than the malefic result. We can say any planet as malefic if that planet will give more malefic result than benefic result. In fact, no planet can give only benefic or only malefic result. The result of any planet with the combination of malefic and benefic result both. If the benefic result is more than malefic result, then we can call that planet as benefic planet. And oppositely, if the malefic result is much more than the benefic result, then we can say that that planet is malefic planet. No planet will give only benefic or only malefic result. This is not possible anymore. If any planet is posited in Pushkara Navamsha, then it will give the benefic result much more than the negative or malefic result. The benefic result will be maximized and the malefic result will be minimized if that planet is posited in Pushkara Navamsha. And what is Pushkara Bhaga? Pushkara Navamsha is a span in our zodiac, and Pushkara Bhaga is a particular degree. Pushkara Bhaga is a particular degree in the zodiac. If any planet is posited in Pushkara Navamsha, then the benefic result of that planet will be maximized and the malefic result will be minimized. And if any planet is posited in Pushkara Bhaga, then the benefic result of that planet will be maximized to a extreme level. And if any planet is posited in Pushkara Bhaga, then the negative or malefic result of that planet will be minimized to a extreme level. So we can consider the Pushkara Navamsha and Pushkara Bhaga in the case of while we will judge the positivity or how much benefic a planet is. Pushkara Navamsha is much better and Pushkara Bhaga is the best. In my experience and from my research for last 21 years, I realized that the three position of any planet, that is Vargattama, in Pushkara Navamsha and in Pushkara Bhaga, will give the maximum positive result, and that planet will be the powerful to a extreme level. The Vargattama planet is mostly powerful, not necessarily malefic or benefic. Powerful and benefic, or powerful or negative, these are not same. There is a hell and heaven difference between powerful and benefic planet. If any planet is Vargattama, then the planet will be the maximum powerful planet in the chart. If any planet is in Pushkara Navamsha, then the planet will be the maximum benefic planet in the chart. But if any planet is in Pushkara Vaga position, then the planet will be the maximum benefic planet to a extreme level. So a planet, if Vargattama, then the planet will be the maximum powerful planet. If any planet is in Pushkara Navamsha, then the planet will be the maximum benefic planet. If any planet is in Pushkara Vaga position, then we can say that the planet is best. If you have any planet in Pushkara Vaga position in your chart, then the planet is the god for you, and that planet will take you from hell to heaven, and that planet will give you the maximum success, maximum happiness, and maximum prosperity in your life. If any planet in Pushkara Navamsha or Pushkara Vaga position in your chart, then in the DBA of that planet, that will be the glorious time in your life. This is the gist about the Pushkara Navamsha and Pushkara Vaga. Don't make it complicated by thinking too much. This concept is based on the positivity of any planet, how to judge the positivity of any planet. I will come recently with some excellent video and some secret technique in astrology. Namaste and Tata for today.